Today, we're exploring one of the most intriguing and debated theories out there, the phantom time hypothesis. Picture this, nearly 300 years of history simply vanishing into thin air. An entire era, the period between AD 614 and AD 911, claimed to have never occurred at all. It sounds like a plot pulled straight from the pages of a science fiction novel, doesn't it? This is the premise of the phantom time hypothesis, a theory that was first proposed by German historian Heribert Illig in 1991. Illig suggested that these so-called phantom years were a fabrication, an elaborate ruse added to our calendar. According to him, documents from this era were forged and historical events were falsely dated, all part of a grand conspiracy. And the masterminds behind it all? None other than Emperor Otto III, Pope Sylvester II, and possibly Byzantine Emperor Constantine VII. Sounds like a plot from a sci-fi novel, right? Well, buckle up, because this journey through time is about to get interesting. According to Illig, the period between AD 614 and AD 911 didn't occur. It was simply fabricated, or phantom years added to the calendar. Now let's unravel the threads of this grand conspiracy. At the heart of this enigmatic plot are three powerful figures: Emperor Otto III, Pope Sylvester II, and possibly Byzantine Emperor Constantine VII. These men, Illig believes, conspired to rewrite the annals of history. But what could they possibly gain from such an audacious act? Well, Illig proposes that it was all about legacy. He suggests that the trio wanted to propel Otto's reign into the year 1000 AD, a momentous year that would etch his rule into the annals of time. To achieve this, they allegedly manipulated the calendar to accommodate this new timeline, thereby creating nearly 3 centuries of phantom history. This wasn't a simple task. It involved the fabrication of documents and events, an intricate conspiracy that would leave no stone unturned. Historical records from this period, Illig argues, were carefully crafted forgeries designed to create a believable narrative of non-existent years. But it wasn't just about adding years to the calendar. Illig's theory goes beyond mere date manipulation. It suggests the invention of historical figures, the most notable among them being Charlemagne. According to the hypothesis, this significant figure of medieval history might not have existed at all. Instead, he was a fictional character invented to add depth and credibility to the fabricated years. This grand conspiracy, as outlined by Illig, involves a level of deception and manipulation that's truly mind-boggling. It's a plot that would require the utmost secrecy and the complicity of countless individuals across different generations. It's a theory that challenges our understanding of time and history as we know it. This theory suggests that documents from this period were forged and events falsely dated, all part of a grand conspiracy. But as we delve deeper into the evidence and criticisms of the phantom time hypothesis, we may find that things aren't as straightforward as they seem. Stay tuned as we continue to unravel this fascinating tale of time manipulation and historical intrigue. But what about the evidence? Illig points to discrepancies in the Gregorian calendar, the scarcity of archaeological findings from this period, and the supposed lack of progress in architecture and agriculture as proof. This is where the phantom time hypothesis gets intriguing. Illig argues that the Gregorian calendar introduced by Pope Gregory XIII in 1582 is flawed. He claims that this calendar, which corrected a 10-day discrepancy caused by the Julian calendar's miscalculations, should have accounted for a 13-day discrepancy if the phantom years were real. This, he asserts, is a clear sign that nearly 3 centuries have been added to our timeline. Illig also points to the lack of significant archaeological findings from this supposed Dark Age. He argues that the period between 614 and 911 AD is characterized by a scarcity of tangible evidence, such as written records, architectural advancements, and significant archaeological artifacts. This, he suggests, hints at a historical void rather than a thriving 3-century period. The hypothesis even goes as far as challenging the existence of Charlemagne, one of medieval history's most renowned figures. Illig proposes that Charlemagne, often hailed as the father of Europe, might not have existed at all. Instead, he might have been a fictional character created to fill this fabricated period. The hypothesis even suggests that the figure of Charlemagne, a towering icon of medieval history, might not have existed at all, but was instead a fictional character. This is one of the most audacious claims of the phantom time hypothesis, a theory that continues to spark debate and challenge our understanding of history. Critics of the phantom time hypothesis are quick to highlight its flaws. They argue that the theory is not just implausible, but flat out impossible. Given the sheer volume of dated documents from other parts of the world that contradict Illig's claims. Take, for instance, the Islamic world's extensive records. Historical documents and literary works from the so-called Phantom period are abundant and detailed, providing a rich tapestry of events that align perfectly with the conventional timeline. Moreover, the critics point to the sky, or more precisely to the astronomical events recorded during this period. Historical accounts of solar eclipses, comets, and other celestial phenomena from the phantom years match the scientific data we have today. This congruence between history and astronomy is hard to dismiss and serves to further debunk Illig's theory. Yet, despite these criticisms and the overwhelming evidence against it, the phantom time hypothesis continues to intrigue. It's a tantalizing thought experiment that challenges our perception of history and invites us to question the reliability of historical records. After all, history is not just a record of facts, but also a narrative shaped by the victors, the scholars, and the passage of time itself. So while most historians and scholars may dismiss the phantom time hypothesis as nothing more than a conspiracy theory, it serves as a potent reminder of the complexities and mysteries of history. Despite the overwhelming evidence against it, the phantom time hypothesis remains a fascinating topic. While most historians and scholars dismiss the hypothesis as a conspiracy theory, it serves as a reminder of the complexities and mysteries of history. Today, we journeyed through the phantom time hypothesis, a theory that posits nearly 3 centuries of our historical timeline was simply fabricated. We delved into the conspiracy involving Emperor Otto III, Pope Sylvester II, and possibly Byzantine Emperor Constantine VII, who allegedly manipulated the calendar to create a more auspicious millennium. We examined the evidence and scrutinized the criticisms, all while questioning the reliability of our historical records. This fascinating theory, albeit controversial, prompts us to ponder over the enigma that is our past. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the mysteries of time. If you enjoyed unraveling the phantom time hypothesis with us, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more intriguing dives into history's most fascinating theories. Until next time, keep your curiosity alive and question everything. Who knows what other mysteries await discovery in the shadowy corners of our past?